Hello and welcome to the Superheroes Plus Ultra plugin showcase. So in this video, I'm going to go over all of the new things that Superheroes Plus Ultra adds to the Superheroes plugin. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. So firstly, the main feature the Superheroes Plus Ultra was built around was the ability to have custom skills. So these can do you've got much greater level of freedom with what kind of heroes you can create using Superheroes Plus Ultra. But it also comes with a few more default heroes and the ability for custom skins on heroes. So I'll start off with Frozone, which is a great example of one of the heroes from the base plugin, which is made better by Superheroes Plus Ultra. So firstly, you've noticed that my skin has become a skin that looks like Frozone from The Incredibles. In the base plugin, Frozone just has a sonus aura and has the ability to walk on water. But if I say, let's summon a skeleton, and I'll put it under this brown mushroom so it doesn't burn. Then its arrows should be slowed for coming near me, basically. It's not super easy to see. But as the arrows fly through the air, they get slowed down. So basically the range is worse. It's easier to dodge arrows. And other players will feel this when shooting you. But this plugin also comes with a handful of new heroes. One of these is Dr. Cloak, which has a 10-second invisibility power that lets you escape from mobs with a 30-second cooldown. So if I spawn, say, a bunch of creepers here, and they're all coming after me. Okay, now if I sneak, they all lose interest in me, don't know where I am, and then I can get away. And this isn't just the invisibility potion effect. It basically stops mobs from being able to target you, and it does this through Superheroes Plus Ultra. It's got these messages in chat as well. So if I go into VS Code, then I can look at how Dr. Cloak works. So it's got this stuff which you're familiar with from the base plugin, but it's also got these custom skills which have triggers and effects. So basically what this does is when on a targeted trigger, which if the event happens when a mob tries to target you, it checks whether you have your cloak disguise on using this variable. And then if the and then it basically cancels the event so it won't target you. Then you can see cooldowns and the rest. Anyway, let's get back into the game. So yeah, you can see that's an example of one of the custom skills. There's also the zombie, which you gain resistance, but obviously you burn in daylight because you're a zombie. If you put a helmet on, then yep, you can see that I'm no longer dying. And you have some powers such as like increased upwards knockback when you hit a mob, which isn't super easy to demonstrate with a creeper. But if I spawn a pig, and you can see that the upwards knockback is clearly higher. And yeah, you have resistance, you have this burning. And yeah. Now, one of the more complicated heroes in Superheroes Plus Ultra is Midori. So Midori is based on Midoriya from My Hero Academia. And when you're just running around, you don't really notice any difference. But this is because you need to activate your power by sneak jumping, which activates full cowling. You gain speed 2 and haste, but every 6 seconds you take a heart of damage. And you also have this leap that's very similar to Doomfist. And then you can disable it by sneak jumping again. And then your potion effect will go. And it's also got this Detroit Punch, which you can activate in any mode, like the Detroit Smash, even. And that's on like a 30-second cooldown, does a load of damage and some knockback. So this is kind of, yeah, I mean, it's to replicate Midori from the anime, and then you look like Midori. It's got the skin feature. And lastly, there is Nebula, which was one of the first heroes I made Super Plus Ultra to demonstrate the custom skill ability, and it has an AoE that applies slowness, blindness, and wither. But it might not be slowness. It's definitely got the wither and the blindness. And you can see that did some damage to the creeper, and that's just on a cooldown. And yeah, there, that creeper just died just from my Nebula power. So that's kind of a run through of all the features quickly in Super Plus Ultra. If you want to learn more about how you write these custom skills, you can find information on the GitHub wiki pages of Skills Library. Skills Library is kind of it's a library that I wrote for basically adding the ability to make custom skills in plugins. Thanks for watching, and I hope you consider purchasing Super Plus Ultra. Bye!